G'day and welcome to another video with Better Picks. Hope this finds you all well. Today we're going to have a look at Adobe Bridge and have a look at how we can customize our workspace. Adobe Bridge is a fantastic platform for organizing, captioning, keywording your images and assets. And what we're going to do is have a look at how we can make the workspace or user interface exactly the way that we want it depending on the tasks that we're doing. So we'll just have a look at the general layout and ways that we can work to change that and move things around. So you can see I'm on the Essentials strip up the top here in the middle of the screen. And this is the default layout that I generally work with and what you'll find Adobe Bridge will default to. If you have a look at Window, Workspace and Essentials, you'll see that there's a list of options there as well, and they generally reflect the options up the top of the screen here as well, although there are a few extra ones there. Alright, so the main content that I wanted to show today was just how we can work to have specific layouts depending on what we're doing. Just something to keep in mind is that if you want to return to the original default workspace or the workspace that you have currently saved, just go to Window, Workspace and Reset to Saved Layout. That will allow you to go back to the layout that's been saved previously. So you can always get yourself out of trouble, which is a good thing. Alright, so if there's any of these tabs that you don't currently see, just head back up to Window and you can see that there's a whole bunch of options for tabs there. So the ones that are ticked are the ones that are currently viewable. If there's any that aren't ticked that you do want to view, then all you need to do is click on them and you'll see that that tab will appear. All right, now if you ever want to close any of those panels, then you just hit Close Panel and you're away. Alright, so let's select an image and you can see that the image in the preview pops up from the thumbnails. You can decrease and increase the size of your thumbnails just with the plus and minus down the bottom of the Content tab, which is a really handy thing to be able to do. Now you can click and drag the size of each of the panels if you, for example, wanted to have more room for your thumbnails and less room for your preview, or if you're putting in keywords or metadata, you can increase the space of that as well. Now to actually change the layout of Bridge, all you need to do is click and drag on the name of the tab and click and drag it to another spot on the screen. And you can see as I do that, I'm still holding down the left side of the mouse, and you can see that the purple highlight that pops up is the area that it will drop as soon as I let go of that. So what I'm going to do is just pop that up into this title over here. It's now got the Content tab within this panel on the bottom left-hand corner. And once again, we can click and drag the size of those panels in any way that we would like. If we just decrease that thumbnail again, click and drag, and you can see we're getting a really nice big preview of that image, which is a great thing. As I mentioned earlier, you can also click and drag that metadata so that, for example, you could have the image at a reasonable size on the right-hand side and then most of the metadata options viewable at any time, which is a really good thing if you're filling out lots of metadata like I normally am for stock images. Once again, if we want to return to that default workspace, reset to saved layout, and it will go back to where we started. Quick and easy, and you don't have to worry about trying to get your layout or the layout of your user interface back to what it was. It's a couple of clicks and you've got it sorted. You can also, if you find there's a layout that you have come up with yourself that you want to use on a regular basis, let's go back to that one that we were just using. Let's say, for example, this is a layout that I find really useful and I want to use it on a regular basis. Then we can go Workspace, Save as a new workspace. And we just need to simply name it in any way that we want to. I'm going to call it Damien1. All right, if we go up to Workspace and Essentials, that'll take us back to the original Essentials work layout. And as you would have noticed just then, if we go to Workspace, we now have Damien1 in there, and we just click on that one, it'll take us straight to the layout that we have just saved. So you can see that's a really easy way to manage the layout of Bridge. Really handy. You can obviously save more than one layout if you like. We now have multiple options for specific layouts ready to go depending on what work we're doing. So super handy in that way. I'm a massive fan of anything that helps you to make micro gains in time or savings in time for repetitive tasks. And the layout of your user interface is one way that you can certainly work a little bit more efficiently, which over time and over multiple images will definitely help to make your processes faster and easier. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, any questions are welcome in the comments below. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.